All right, friends, it's that time. We are going to practice our SWBST, or somebody wanted, but so then, to help us summarize. Say it with me. We're going to practice our SWBST to help us summarize by practicing somebody wanted, but so then. Ready? Somebody wanted, but so then. We're going to use this chart to think about our story and answer these different questions in the chart. Our first question, or the first box that we need to fill out, is the first one, somebody. So if I'm looking at my chart, this first box is somebody. And if I look back at my poster, to answer the question for somebody, I need to think about who is the main character. So in order to summarize, we need to say that the main character was Jackson Pollock. Now that I know who the main character is, I'm on my wanted. What does the word wanted mean when we summarize? If we look back at our poster, we need to say, what did the main character want? That's what we're going to put in this box. Thinking about Action Jackson, Jackson Pollock wanted to paint in a different way to show energy and motion. He let those ideas come to him, and he wanted to show movement and energy in a way that no one had ever seen before, in a different way. But what conflict did our main character face? When he tried to do what he wanted, what is something that got in his way? Whoopsies. We see that something that got in his way was that he would lose the flow of his ideas. Because he let the ideas come to him, he never knew when the ideas would come or when they would stop. So what happened? What did he do to try to solve this conflict? When he lost the flow of his ideas, to fix that conflict, when he shares his paintings, not everybody understands his art, but they like his original style. So he lets those ideas flow to him, and not everybody understands the flow of those ideas. When they see that splatter all over the canvas, not everybody thinks about the gold on the beach. They think of their own ideas or of their own movement. But it's hard to explain that because no one has seen it before. It's original. It's the first time anyone has ever painted this. Then, how is this problem or conflict solved? He takes breaks from the paintings until he can think of his idea again. And he uses his whole body to let the painting have a life of its own. So here we see that with our but, that was our conflict. He loses the flow of his ideas, but then at the very end, we know that he fixes this conflict or this problem by taking a break until his ideas come back, and he uses his whole body to show that energy and motion. This part in the middle, so, is part of that falling action that we've talked about before in the plot. It's that part that happens in between when he still hasn't figured out how to solve the problem or the conflict. It's that falling action. It's what happens in between until he's able to come up with that resolution or how to fix his problem. But yay, you guys should give yourselves a pat on the back because we just finished our chart. We just finished our somebody wanted, but so then. Anytime that you read, you're going to ask these same questions to help you summarize. But we're not done yet. Like I said, these questions help us summarize, but we still need to record or write our summary in our own words to explain all of these important ideas. So in your exit ticket, this is exactly what you are going to do. You are going to fill out this chart asking those same questions, and then you're going to use the information on the chart to write a summary. Your summary is going to tell those most important events from the story. So looking at this chart, I might say something like, Jackson Pollock wanted to paint in a different way, but sometimes he loses the flow of his ideas. Not everyone understands his paintings, but they like his style. He uses his whole body to paint and lets the paintings have a life of his own. I just told the whole story again in 4 sentences, 3 or 4 sentences that you guys see in this blue box. And I came up with those sentences looking at the information in this chart. So on your exit ticket, you're gonna see a chart like this. You're gonna fill out the chart, but when you're done with the chart, you have to make the information into sentences. Those sentences are what the summary is. By putting all of those important events together into your own words, that is how readers summarize. So can you just ask the questions and finish the chart? No, that's the first part. You have to answer the questions and take the information from the chart to write your summary. We already know that the summary is the most important part of the story that you want to put into your own words using sentences. So when you get your exit ticket, you are going to type right here to answer the somebody, who is the main character, wanted, what did they want, but what was the conflict? So what happened when they were trying to fix the conflict? Then what was their resolution? After you answer all of these questions, you're going to come here to the bottom to put it all together into your own words and tell the story again using the chart and making that information into sentences. If that's confusing, that's okay. You need to go back and watch this video again, and when you're done, it will look something like this. You will have all of the questions on your chart done, and then you will also write sentences for a summary. I hope you guys are excited, and I can't wait to see you summarize.